Okay, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another review, and today I'm going to perform a magic trick. I'm going to turn the Shure EJ07M audiophile beautiful headphones into a set of wireless headphones. And to do that, we're going to use the TRN BT30. This is the box, TRN BT30. It is very plain, very basic, but you can see on the back that this is essentially what it does. This is a Bluetooth module basically for your earphones. Now you can get this in a few different styles. You can get 2-pin S, MMCX, 0.75, which is the offset, and the 0.78. So you can turn different earphones, into Bluetooth earphones. You know, this, let me grab a few others that might work with this. The Audio Oracle, and what else we got here? MMCX. Lots of MMCX. Is this a Fearless Audio 2-pin? Fearless Audio 2-pin. So any of these earphones can be converted from wired into wireless, giving you a little bit more versatility and a little bit more, hands-free. You're not going to be tethered with a cable, with a dongle to a DAP or a DAC or something like that. Something that's probably going to be more useful for if you're going to go out and about, as opposed to if you are going to be wanting to listen for all-out fidelity. But on the inside of the box, you get a certificate, user manual, etc., etc. Let me just tidy up the desk a little bit. This is the case that it comes with, and this is the carry and charging case. So you can see it's a pretty generic looking carry case, and on the front the only difference you're going to notice is this really poorly aligned USB-C connector. The poor alignment doesn't affect its usage, but it's a little bit sloppy of them to put it in there, and I think if they'd done an overall hard case it would have worked out better for them. On the inside you open it up and you see the wireless receivers, and up top you get a USB-C cable. So if I just pop these off, you're going to get to see the actual modules themselves. Just get that one off and that one off. There we go. So these are actually really well made. I was worried, like when I saw them, that they were going to be kind of plasticky, but they're not at all. They're definitely plasticky, but they have a sort of nice rubberized sort of feel to them. They feel sturdy, they feel well made, which was something a little bit surprising to me. The case definitely isn't. The case has got that sort of plasticky feel that I was expecting. You can see the 2-pin connectors down the bottom there. That is the charging point for them. So you inlay them into the case and it starts to charge. I just found them to be, they're one of these products that do exactly what they say on the tin. There's nothing overtly fancy about this. There's nothing mind-blowing about it. The codec support is just fine. It's not anything fancy. If we go ahead and we connect them, they actually look really good. There we go. So they actually look really good, and this is kind of subtle behind the ear. There's not much to talk about this. It just works. You go ahead and you hold it down, and you hear the little thing just say like powering on, etc., etc. And then you power this one on and it automatically powers on. When you pull it out, it will automatically pair with your device and stuff. In terms of functionality, it does have actually really, really good call quality on it. This does have an inbuilt microphone. So if you're using it for hands-free calling and stuff like that, the microphone is very, very good. In terms of power, it's probably not something that I would actually pair with this. I would pair something a little bit simpler, like maybe the Moondrop Aria, something like that, something easier to drive, not a TRIBRID. It just works. It just works really, really well. You have different configurations for pressing the buttons, so you can play, pause, rewind, play, pause, skip tracks, answer calls, that sort of thing, just by different presses of the buttons. I like that you're not having to fiddle about with an inbuilt touch system, which some of them have. In terms of features, it's got Bluetooth 5.2, it's got aptX support, it supports AAC, it has touch button controls, it is actually water and sweat resistant, which is very good, but unless you're using it with a set of water and sweat resistant earphones, it's kind of pointless. But I do like the fact that they've inbuilt that anyway. You know, it adds a little bit of protection into the actual module itself. So just beware that, you know, just because this is water resistant, that does not by any means mean that your earphones are now water and sweat resistant. This is an ingress point for water in here. You can see this, and that is where some damage could get done. So just be careful if you are out running the type of earphones. I wouldn't use expensive earphones for that sort of thing. Now, in terms of battery life, they claim 6.5 hours. I didn't get close to that. I got 5.5 hours at about 70% volume, which I still consider pretty decent, especially if I'm using this to go out for a run, which I did about 10 times. I've used this for a run now. Just using it with a cheap set of earbuds, a cheap set of KZs, and yeah, it's absolutely fine. 5.5 hours. I usually run for about 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. Maybe go to the gym for an hour as well. So I'm charging it every sort of 2 days when I'm using it for that purpose. I don't own many true wireless earphones anymore. I actually use an old set of Huawei buds, which I think are pretty good. The case gave me 3 and a bit charges, so I would guess in total you would be getting about 18 hours out of the case. I think they claim 20 something, but I was getting 3 charges, which brings you up to 16.5 hours of playback, and then there was a little bit of juice left in the case after that. So, you know, for me, that's going to be fine for 6 days, 7 days or something like that. So maybe charge it once a week as long as I'm putting these back in the case every single time. Again, the call performance was excellent. Very, very good product. $79, a little bit on the steep side, but it is well made. In terms of range, I was able to go maybe like 3-4 meters before significant, I would say like 4 meters or something before there was significant dropouts or, you know, sort of artifacts coming in from the Bluetooth range. Definitely not something that you could use in an opposite room and just walk about the house with leaving your phone there. But in the gym, for me, I was putting it down on a bench and I was walking about what we have a relatively small gym here, and I was able to move about no problem at all. So yeah, actually, if you are going to use it with a set of fairly cheap earphones for what it is, I definitely think it's worth it. I think if you're wanting that sort of hands-free experience, to not be tethered to your phone and stuff like that, there's other options like the iFi Blue that I've put up a review of a few days ago, which is outstanding. And there's a few other generic options of this sort of thing, but TRN are sort of getting a reputation for some sort of quality in the space, and I've not had any real problems. It's easy to connect to my phones, both Google Pixel and iPhone 12 Pro Max. No issues there. It's a solid unit, one that I can definitely recommend, but it's by no means perfect solution. For this sort of price, you could also just get a pair of true wireless earbuds, and personally, that's probably what I would do, unless you just have one set of earbuds and you want to convert it and take the cables off your good earphones and use them that way. Then who am I to complain? So yeah, I can recommend this for the price. There's other alternatives like a full set of true wireless earbuds or one of these Bluetooth amplifiers. It's up to you to make the decision based on it, but very, very hard to complain about it for what it is. So that's it for another review, guys. Check back because it's the M6 Shanling M6 Pro DAP coming out review with a comparison to the iBasso DX300. I also have the Ion X5. I have all those new Fearless Audio earphones coming in. I have Sony HD820s coming, and I have the FiO, is it FD7? FiO FD7, the new FiO flagships. That's all going to be reviewed on the channel over the next month. So yes, let's get to it. Thank you for watching again, and I'm so glad I'm getting these reviews under 20 minutes. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.